Hello students, good morning. After the break, we are now again going to discuss our previous topic, kinetic theory of gases and radiation. In some previous lectures, we discussed kinetic theory of gases, and now we are going to discuss radiation. In 11th standard, we discussed the different modes of transmission of heat. Out of that, the first two modes of transfer of heat require a material medium, while for the third mode, that is radiation, material medium is not required. If we discuss or revise these different modes of transmission of heat, then heat energy can be transmitted from one body to another body by a definite process that is called as transmission of heat. There are three methods or modes of transmission of heat. One is conduction, second is convection, third is radiation. Heat energy always flow from hotter to colder. That means the body at high temperature to the body at low temperature until equilibrium is obtained. If you focus on these different modes, first is conduction. It is the process in which heat is transferred through material medium without the actual motion or actual migration of the particles of the medium from one place to another place. For example, when one end of a metal rod or metal bar is heated, the molecules at hot end vibrate about their mean position with higher amplitude and transfer the heat energy from one particle to next particle and so on. That means the energy get transferred or pass on from one particle to the next succeeding particle. And for that, conduction requires a material medium. Conduction cannot take place through vacuum because there is no any medium. Conduction is slow process of transfer of heat and it takes place in solids only. If you consider the another mode, that is convection, it is the process in which heat is transferred through material medium due to the actual motion of the particles of the medium. So there is a migration of particles from one place to another place. For example, when a liquid in container is heated, the molecules of liquid at the bottom receives the heat, they get heated. Its density decreases and consequently there is a lighter molecule rises up to the surface. This process is called natural convection. Similar in case of the air or the gases. The air at the bottom, that means near the surface, gets heated first and then it is migrated or these molecules migrated in the upward direction, while the cold molecules of air they move in the downward direction. If the heated liquid is forced to move by a fan or pump, then this process is called forced convection. The forced convection of blood in our body by the heart help in keeping the temperature of the body constant. Here, the heart plays an role of a pump, and that's why our body temperature is a constant one. Generally, liquid and gases, that is gas molecules, are heated by convection process, and it is comparatively fastest process than the conduction. So for conduction and convection, both require the medium. The another mode which do not require a material medium is the radiation. It is the process in which heat is transferred from one place to another directly without requiring material medium. For example, sun's radiation. Most of the radiations we receive from the sun. In this process, the radiation heat energy is propagated in the form of electromagnetic waves at a speed of light, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and therefore radiation which occur with the speed of electromagnetic waves is very fast. No material medium is necessary for radiation. It is the fastest process of transfer of heat. Radiation takes place at all temperature, expecting absolute temperature. This heat radiation can be stopped and minimized. When the radiation falls on a body that is not transparent, for example, on the floor or on our body parts, it is absorbed and gets heated. The electromagnetic radiation emitted by the bodies which are at higher temperature with respect to the surrounding is known as thermal radiation. So whenever the heat is received from the source of radiation, they are also capable to exhaust it, and the energy emitted by a body in the form of radiation on account of temperature is called thermal radiation or the heat radiation. Thermal radiation or the heat radiations emitted by a body are invisible. Thermal radiations are the radiations lying in the infrared region of electromagnetic spectrum, and their wavelength is greater than that of the wavelength of visible light. There are some instruments that are used for the detection of the thermal radiation. Radiation micrometer, radio micrometer, thermopiles, bolometer, pyrometer, etc. Thermal radiations are emitted by every body whose temperature is greater than 0 Kelvin. Higher the temperature, greater is the amount of radiations emitted. The wavelength of the thermal radiations ranges from 8 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter to 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter, and that are very high with the comparison of the visible light, where the wavelengths are ranges from 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter to 8 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter. Thermal radiation travel in the straight line and they move with the velocity of light. Now, if you consider, whenever this thermal radiation falls on the surface of an object, some part of the heat energy gets reflected. Some part of the heat energy is get absorbed and the remaining part is get transmitted. So, we can discuss the three different coefficients. One is the coefficient of absorption, another one is the coefficient of reflection, and another one is the coefficient of transmission. Coefficient of absorption, abbreviated by A. It is the ratio of the quantity of radiant energy absorbed by the body to the quantity of radiant energy incident on the body in the same time. Coefficient of absorption A, that is equal to QA upon Q. It is also called absorptivity or absorptive power or absorptance. It has no units and dimension. Rough and dark, that is black surfaces, are good absorber of radiant heat. Lamp black absorbs nearly about 96% to 98% and platinum black absorbs nearly 98% of the radiant heat incident on them. Therefore, for the perfectly black body like the lamp black or platinum black, coefficient of absorption A is equal to 1. For ordinary body, always the coefficient of absorption A is less than 1. Coefficient of reflection, which is abbreviated by R. It is the ratio of quantity of radiant energy reflected by the body to the quantity of radiant energy incident on the body in the same time. And therefore, coefficient of reflection R, that is equal to QR upon Q. It is also called reflectivity or reflective power or reflectance. It has no unit and dimensions. Polished surfaces possesses large reflectance. Third one is coefficient of transmission, abbreviated by small t. It is the ratio of the quantity of radiant energy transmitted by the body to the quantity of radiant energy incident on the body in the same time. It is also called transmittivity or transmissive power or transmittance. Therefore, coefficient of transmission small t is equal to qt upon q. It has no units and dimension. Now, if you consider all three's coefficient a, r and t, then we can find the relation between this a, r and t. As the thermal radiation which are incident on the object get absorbed, get reflected and get transmitted, from the principle of conservation of energy, we can say that QA plus QR plus QT, that is equal to Q. That means the amount of heat absorbed plus the amount of heat reflected plus the amount of heat transmitted, that is equal to total amount of heat incident on the body. If we divide it by Q, we get QA upon Q plus QR upon Q plus QT upon Q, that is equal to Q upon Q is equal to 1. And therefore, by definition, we can say that QA upon Q is nothing but the coefficient of absorption A. QR upon Q is equal to the coefficient of reflection R, and QT upon Q is the coefficient of transmission T, and therefore A plus R plus T is equal to 1. If a body does not transmit any heat radiations, coefficient of transmission T is equal to 0. So that R plus A is equal to 1 or A is equal to 1 minus R. Hence, a good reflector is a bad absorber. If you consider these facts, all these three quantities A, R and T are the ratios of thermal energies. Then, if you consider the types of the substances, we can discuss the two types, atherbanous and ditherbanous substances. Atherbanous substances are those substances that are opaque to the heat radiations, that is, they do not transmit any incident radiation. So, T is equal to 0. For example, water, wood, copper, these are the atherbanous substances. Secondly, ditherbanous substances are those substances that are transparent to heat radiations. For example, quartz, sodium chloride and dry air. The atherbanous substances coefficient of transmission is equal to 0 and A plus R is equal to 1. For the atherbanous substances, Qt is equal to 0 and Qa plus Qr is equal to Q. So, all the amount of energy is absorbed and reflected. But in case of the ditherbanous substances, coefficient of transmission T is equal to 1. That is, A is equal to R is equal to 0. Ditherbanous bodies neither absorb nor reflect any radiations. For ditherbanous substances, Qa is equal to Qr is equal to 0, so that Qt is equal to 0. From the above discussion, as an exam point of view, we have to solve a single question there. Define coefficient of absorption, coefficient of reflection, coefficient of transmission. Show that A plus R plus T is equal to 1. Thank you.